Hello everyone. Are you aware of a conversation happening in the United States right now that could directly impact our country, India, and its economy? Yes, we're talking about bone-crushing sanction that the US is preparing to impose on countries purchasing oil from Russia. And at the top of this list are India, China, and Brazil. Recently, a video surfaced featuring a very powerful US senator, Richard Blumenthal. In it, he openly stated that it's time to finally stop Putin, and to do so, they want to empower President Trump to impose 500% tariff on India, China, and Brazil. Can you imagine what a 500% tariff means? It would essentially cut off our access to the US market. This directly implies that our industries, our company, which trade with the US could face massive losses. This is a topic every Indian should be aware of. Has it directly impacted your investment, your outlook on the Indian economy, and India-US relations? Any miscalculation here could completely shatter the ties. So, let's dive deep into this serious issue today. This is the very bill under which the proposal to impose 500% tariff on India, China, and Brazil exists. What's concerning for India is that when the US approached Europe with this idea, European nations also call it a very good idea. The entire Western world seems united on this matter. Their sole objective is to isolate Russia completely from the rest of the world, and the Russia sanctions bill is a means to that end. But the question arises, why is Trump doing this? Before the elections, during his campaign, he seemed like a different person, saying different things, but now that he's president, he seems to have completely changed. Your sentiment that Trump has done a U-turn after becoming president isn't just shared by the Indian. Even many of Trump's supporters in America themselves feel that the promises he made aren't being kept. Have you heard there's a growing sentiment in the US that Trump has reversed his promises? He talked about cutting spending, but that's not happening. Even people like Elon Musk, who supported Trump, are surprised and are now talking about forming their own America party. No one saw this coming. It almost feels like a betrayal, not just to Americans, but perhaps to many in India as well. However, from Trump's perspective, he believes that by imposing tariff and sanctions, he can solve all the world's problems. The Ukraine-Russia war is an issue that Trump consistently feels pressured about. You'll recall that during his campaign, Trump repeatedly stated that he would end the Ukraine-Russia war within 24 hours of becoming president. He claimed he knew how to talk to Putin and how to resolve the entire issue. He reiterated this point numerous times. But as we all know, the Ukraine war is nowhere near ending. On the contrary, reports from Russia now suggest that their economy has completely transformed into a war economy. Any industries that were there have either left, or Russia has now become a war machine. The question arises, once a country becomes a war machine, will it be content with just the limited area it has occupied in Ukraine? Or will Russia now say, preparations are complete, we will reach Kiev, we will capture all of Ukraine? Because that's the sentiment coming from Russia. It would obviously be a huge embarrassment for Trump if Russia were to conquer all of Ukraine during his tenure. You might have seen recently that Trump has stated he will start following balanced policies and resume sending weapons to Ukraine. This means all his attempts to pressure Ukraine and negotiate deals have failed. Now Trump sees only one path: to completely isolate Russia. To break its relations with countries like India and China, etc., perhaps then Vladimir Putin might come under pressure and agree to end the war. But will this strategy work? Do you think Vladimir Putin is a man who would change his policy and end the war under pressure? Honestly, if you ask me, no. Vladimir Putin is a huge risk taker. What happened with the Prigozhin, what has transpired in Russia over the past 2 or 3 years, all of that clearly indicate that Putin is not afraid to take risks. Perhaps among all world leaders, he has the highest appetite for risk. So, it would be interesting to see how India reacts when the Russia sanction bill is introduced. Previously, when the USA imposed an oil embargo in Iran, we followed it. We didn't chase oil from Iran. Will we do the same in Russia's case? Will India finally say that this sanctions bill doesn't make any sense? That we cannot accept it because it will significantly worsen our country's inflation problem? Will we continue to purchase oil from Russia? We will have to wait and see. Let me be clear, the Russia sanctions bill could be the biggest geopolitical event concerning India in the coming month. And unfortunately, the US is threatening both India and China with bone-crushing penalty. While India and China relations are quite tense right now and haven't improved, if both countries stood together, if they gave a united response, perhaps the situation would be different. But unfortunately, China's policy is heavily invested in Pakistan. So this is the unfortunate for the region, and the US will obviously exploit the fact that India and China don't have good relations and cannot give a joint response. So in the coming weeks and months, a lot of news related to this Russia sanctions bill will emerge. There's also a small possibility that India might get a waiver, but at what cost? What will Donald Trump demand for that waiver? It will be very interesting to see. As soon as any new update come out, I'll obviously bring you a updated video with authentic sources. What do you think? Should India succumb to US pressure or prioritize its own interests? Let us know your thoughts in the comment below. Like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more crucial geopolitical updates. See you in the next video.